Happy New Year, traders. What a year we have had in 2025, where we have helped hundreds of members become profitable funded traders. We have also set record payouts of well over 6 figures last year and helped members become a full-time trader and finally quit their 9 to 5. Many of our members are not only funded across multiple prop firms, but they are now trading on their live brokerage account as well. So if you would like to become a 6-figure trader in 2026, make sure you watch to the end of this video as we share with you a proven method to make consistent payouts and never blow any accounts.
Right, now here are some of the rules that our team of traders stick to when we're trading our prop firm automation account. There's obviously more to trading, such as handling your emotions, but these are some of the rules that our team of traders usually stick to. Because of the strict rules with prop firms, we do not risk more than 1 to 1.5% on any given day. If I go to our 200K prop firm automation accounts, you're going to be able to see there are some days that you're obviously going to take some losses, but because we stick strictly to our rules, you can see that over the course of these 6 months, we have never had a day of a serious drawdown. So on these prop firm automation accounts, we were able to get everyone funded back in July, and we started trading their live accounts back on the 30th of July, 2025. And since then, we have only had a few days of a drawdown. And let's just go over some of the days that we actually incurred a drawdown. So right here, we had 72.97%. And then you're going to be able to see it dropped down to 71.93%. So we lost about 1% this day. And then there was another day right here, 76.8%. And then from 76.8%, we lost it to 76.43%. So on this day, we didn't even lose 1%. Same thing right here, 81.33% to 80.96%. Again, we didn't even lose 1% that day. So basically, when we're risking 1 to 1.5%, number one rule when you're trading on prop firms is risk management. And then here on this day, we had 88.31%, and then we dropped to 87.56%. So we lost about 1% that day as well. But other than that, you could just see the risk management that we have had. That is why it is a slow upward trajectory like this. On this 200K account, we have been able to double the account. You can see the profit loss, $243,000 in total profit. This is the total growth rate on these 200K accounts. Right now, it is a weekend. The last trade that we had was on Friday, on the 2nd of January, 2026. You can see our win rate right now, 74.66%. Our longs won and our shorts one. So we do try to go for a higher win rate instead of a higher risk to reward. And there are many reasons for that. And for rule number 2, I know a lot of people trade many different pairs, but for our prop firm automation accounts, we only stick to a couple pairs. So do not overcomplicate it. All you guys need to do is master a few pairs and make it simple. If I go to the dashboard of one of our prop firm automation accounts, this is for one of the clients. You can see that on his accounts, he's only trading US 30, gold, pound dollar, and euro dollar. So just sticking with these 4 pairs, he has been able to make consistent payouts like this. And this client is now funded across 4 different prop firms. So he started with only a couple. Once he received the payouts, he was able to buy more prop firm accounts from different prop firms. So this is something that we recommend. Once you do get max allocation from one of the prop firms, and you never know what can happen with the prop firm may go under. And if you put all your eggs in one basket and that prop firm goes under, so we do recommend getting funded across multiple prop firms. So once you get your payout from one prop firm, then you can buy another $200,000 account from FTMO. And then another one from E8 Markets. So he started off with these 3 accounts, Effexify, FTMO, E8 Markets. Now he also got funded with Funding Pips. And so he's funded across 4 different prop firms. He has secured well over 6 figures in total payouts across all these different prop firms. Again, rule number 2 would be just stick to a couple of pairs and master them. And you do not need to overcomplicate your trades. The third one is stop after 2 losses in a day. So 2 losses, shut it down. There are some days that you're going to go on a losing streak. So you can see right here, again, we've had some losing days where we lost about 1%. And after we lose that 1%, we just shut it down. We do not trade the account anymore because we do not want to get into a bigger drawdown. For most prop firms, the rules are very similar. You can have a max daily loss of 5% and a max loss of overall 10%. But we do not want to be in the hole and try to play catch up. And that is why you need to stick strictly to the rules on how much you are going to risk. I will skip number 4 right now. Now I'll go to number 5. Focus on not losing. Protect your drawdown first. And this is the most important thing. And the reason why they blow their account after a month or 2 months, they get into multiple losses and then they try to revenge trade or try to climb out of those losses. So for us, the most important thing is having a higher win rate when we're trading prop firms. If this is your own live brokerage account, then you can go for a higher risk to reward. But on our prop firm automation accounts, because we want to sustain the accounts for as long as we can, we focus on trying to make as many wins as possible. So like I said, we started the account back on the 30th of July 2025. And when we first started, I'll show you guys the trades. So you can see right here, this is the first day, 30th of July 2025, right there. And on this account, we are trading pound dollar, euro dollar, and gold. Once we got everyone funded, we tried to have as many wins as possible. You can see right here, all of the wins. We didn't have any losses in our trades for a whole week, I believe. Because of all of these wins, it made us more confident in our trades, and we knew that we already had profit secured for the members. So it also actually builds up confidence when you go on a win streak like this. So one of the most important rules, instead of going for such a high risk to reward with the lower win rate, try to go for a higher win rate. So this is exactly the same account as our prop firm automation account. You can see the overall balance, $270,958, just like right here, $270,958. And it is exactly the same as my social trader tool that the account is connected to. You guys see the balance. Overall balance right here, equity $443,610, just like right here, $443,610, just like right here. So it is all the same account. So if I go over some of the trades, you're going to be able to see that we only have a few losing trades on any given day. Like right here, we actually hit 1.5% on that day. So we close those trades. We take some small losses like this, but again, we try to go for a high win rate and protect our capital. So I'll go over some of the trades from last month in December. We had a long win streak. Of all these trades, 928, 1,808, 1,368. It is exactly the same as my MetaTrader 5 on my laptop. So again, we had another loss right there on the 18th. And because of these two losses, this was also about 1% as well. So here was another trade of about 1% on this day. So of course, we cannot win every single trade. However, we try to have a higher win rate and minimize losses, especially on our prop firm accounts because they have those strict rules. And also, it is very mentally draining to come out of a drawdown. And from our experience, that is when traders blow their accounts. And one of the other rules, number 6, aim for small gains. 0.5 to 1% daily is enough. This is exactly what we try to do, especially on our prop firm accounts. On our live brokerage account, we might go for a higher risk to reward, and that's fine. We might go for a 1 to 3, 1 to 4, but on these prop firm accounts, because we want to slowly build up the account, you can see that small gains is more than enough, 0.5 to 1% daily. You can see from our trades right now, on daily, it is about 0.5 to 1%. Some days it might be bigger. Some days it might even be 1 to 2%, but we are not trying to aim for 5% a day or 3% a day. 0.5 to 1% a day is more than enough on a 200K account to make 5-figure payouts like this. And if you're making about 0.5 to 1% across multiple prop firms on a 100K or 200K account, these are the type of profits you guys can expect. And that is about $20,000, $30,000 on one single month, more than enough to quit your 9 to 5 and to fund other prop firm accounts. Rule number 4 was about avoiding high impact news. If you are trading CPI, NFP on your prop firm accounts, you are basically gambling. And that is the biggest no-no when you're trading a prop firm account, especially because of the strict drawdown rules. And there's a lot of slippage on high impact news. So you shouldn't be gambling with your prop firm accounts, especially if you are funded. Rule number 7 was about avoid over trading. If you look at our prop firm automation accounts, you can see that it is max 1 to 3 trades per day. We do not take any more than that. Like on the second, you can see we had 3 trades, 400, 270, 1,880. Any given day, our prop firm accounts, we are only taking about 3 trades a day. If we are trading these 3 pairs, so it will probably be 1 trade per pair, whether it's gold. So we have 1 trade on gold, 1 trade on euro dollar, 1 trade on pound dollar. That's it. So it will equal to about 1 to 3 trades per day. And then rule number 8, even though you are trading on demo account or prop accounts, you have to treat the funds like it's your own real funds. Because if you don't treat it like it's your real funds, people tend to have a habit of gambling or trying to risk way more than they should be doing. Number 9 is about the world events and reading the news. Being aware of what's happening around the world is more important than technical analysis in many cases. You can see what happened with gold. It is very difficult to use technical analysis in trading gold like this. It was actually better to know what's happening around the world, especially with precious metals. You're going to be able to see what happened with silver as well. No technical analysis would have been able to predict that silver was going to go this high or where you're going to trade off support and resistance. It just flew to the upside. Right now, there was news. Yesterday, the U.S. went in and captured Venezuelan President Maduro, and the U.S. did make a strike on Venezuela. It is the weekend right now, so we do not know what's going to happen when the markets open on Monday. Maybe gold might spike when the markets open because of the news about the potential possible escalation of war in Venezuela. The same goes for other news as well. If you guys are trading the NASDAQ, there are so many different companies in NASDAQ, and sometimes there are other news. For example, back in November, Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley were in Hong Kong, and then they said that there could be a 10 to 20% drawdown in the equity markets. And then there were also concerns about AI bubble. Whenever there's negative news about the AI tech industry, then none of the fundamentals would actually matter. And finally, you should review your performance and learn from every single trade and learn from all of the mistakes that you make and journal all of your trades. The good news is, if you guys are looking to get funded in 2026, we are taking on new clients across all of these different prop firms. You guys can go to propfirmmatch.com. The account size has to be 100K and above. This is a service that we actually passed the challenge for you, get you funded, and continue to trade the accounts to make consistent profits like this. I'll show you the profits that we did last week. Last week, we hit over 5 figures once again. So we have been consistently hitting 5 figures in profits on our 200K account. If you guys started with a 100K account, then your profits will be about half of this. So it will be about 6,500. Let me show you guys what we did in the last month on the 200K accounts. In the last month, we were able to hit about 20% on our 200K accounts, bringing our profits to $43,000. It is exactly the same as my desktop. You'll be able to see $13,000 was for the week. And then for the month, $43,000. And then for the past 6 months, these are the profits like that. If you guys really want to get funded, we are only taking on a limited number of people this year. So do not miss your opportunity. We can pass any prop firm and get you guys funded and make consistent payouts like this. So right now, our community has been growing over $4 million in total payouts last year. And these are some of the prop firms that our members are using: FTMO, Funded Next, Alpha Capital, Funding Pips, Maven Trading. Prop firms are very similar to what's on propfirmmatch.com. So you guys can check these prop firms out and see which one is the most suitable for you. So once you guys do join, you guys will have access to our community, and you guys will be able to join our group chat. If you click on this group chat right here, it will lead you to our Telegram trading discussion group, where you can discuss with other members in the community. And then you will also be able to have your dashboard like this. We have made significant updates and upgrades to our community so that it will be a seamless transition once you guys do join. You guys will also be able to have access to your own trading manager who will assist you with any questions you may have. The best thing about our prop firm automation service is that it comes with all of the EAs, whether it's the US30 trading bot, our FX Goliath bot, our gold trading bot. All of it is free. You guys can practice with it while we get you guys funded. And you guys can also use some of those prop firm payouts and move some of the funds into a live broker and use our EAs to make additional income. If you guys would also like to get started, make sure you guys go to our YouTube channel. You can check out all of the weekly update videos. Hit this link right here. Reach out to one of our members to also get funded in the year 2026.